Hello guys. I wanted to mention something that keeps happening to me even now after years of living here. I keep getting asked the question when I travel, when I go back home. So tomorrow I'm going back to Colombia, and people keep asking me what the weather is like there. And it always seems a bit funny for me because the weather doesn't change in Colombia. It's pretty much the same all year long. The only thing that changes is that we do have rainy season and dry season. So during rainy season, it rains more. But that's it. The difference in temperature is just because it's raining, so it's a bit colder. But we don't have seasons. We don't have winter. We don't have summer and spring and fall. Colombia is in the tropic, and as all tropical countries, we don't have seasons. It just doesn't happen. What the only effect of the seasons, as far as you can see, is just the rainy season. It rains more or it doesn't rain as much, and that's it. So what determines the temperature and the climate where you're gonna go? In my case, I'm going initially to Bogota, and then we'll go to other places. But Bogota is 2,600 meters above sea level. And in the tropic, what happens is at the sea level, it's tropical and warm. And the more you go higher in the mountain, the higher you go, the colder it gets. So Bogota, being 2,600 meters above sea level, is rather cold. If on a normal day, if it's sunny, you go outside, you don't need a sweater even. But if there's no sun, if it's cloudy, then you need a sweater and maybe a jacket as well because it's cold. So it really depends on what altitude the place is at where you're gonna go. Next to Bogota, there's the mountain, and up in the mountain, it's more than 3,000 meters. It's super cold there. So there you cannot live there if you don't have proper clothing and so on. It's like preparing for winter vacation in Europe, basically. And again, if you go to the coast, if you go to Cartagena or Barranquilla, it's going to be pretty warm, and then you can just not own a sweater and you're going to be fine. But yeah, it's always funny when someone asks me, so what is the weather like there now? What are you preparing, bringing the proper clothing and so on? It's just, yeah, it's funny because for me it's like the opposite. I have to think when I go to a place, or when I was coming to Europe, I have to start thinking of different clothing for different weathers, because when you're back home, I grew up there, so for me that's what I was used to. Just all year long is the same. It doesn't change, so you don't have to think much about what clothing you're wearing, what month of the year, because it's always the same. Yeah, that's it.